Hello, my creative collective. This is for you, my Leo collective. So, this is your burning question reading. The question that we're diving into today is how can I rewrite this story? Now, this story can be anything to you, right? It could be, it could be creativity, it could be love related, it could be related to connections outside of romance. This could also be about believing in yourself. The thing that you worry about the most is really just a story that you're telling yourself, right? It's a story that you're telling. It's a narrative that you're revisiting, and it can go on a loop. So this is really asking for guidance about this. How can we rewrite these stories? So let us dive in, shall we? So I would like to invite the angels, my guardian angels, my spirit guides, protectors, teachers, and their healing energy to this space. And I ask that it is a safe space that allows for the fullest expression of our light, humanity, ascension, and healing. Okay, let's do this, Leo. So I'm pulling from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck first. If you would like, I put a link in the description below for this deck. Okay, so first and foremost, we have chaos and conflict. And we also have here new life. Oh, that's beautiful. This is almost striking me as like a tower moment and then the rest, deep rest that comes afterwards. So this is almost like tower and star energy here. And then we have after that fork in the road, and this is almost like you're deciding what to do next. So I feel like right out of the gate, the story that you've been telling yourself, this is sort of a gentle reminder from spirit that you are moving through it and past it. And I think that the story could be something that's been throwing you into this sort of uncertainty and chaos, and that's how you'll know which one it is, right? Sometimes things make us worry. Ooh, my ear's ringing. Sometimes things make us worry a little bit or cause, they create a state within us of worry. But I think that chaos is entirely different. And I think that that's from a long-standing concern that goes unaddressed. And this could be that there's, I get the impression that you're kind of standing in a river that's about knee deep or waist deep, and you're trying to like hold yourself against the current. And I don't know why. I just had that in my mind. But I think that what is happening is almost like there's like, I'm thinking like this spring melt where, creeks and rivers tend to overflow a little bit and the currents tend to move a little faster. And this is sort of seasonally related to you or related to your life where, they can be chaotic and conflict based or laden. And that's where the stream goes really fast. And that's where we have to get our grip. But I think that you're resting after a period of that. And I think that this is really you, my darling Leo, stepping into a place of what story do I want to tell now? So this is really generative for you because I feel like there's a story that you're stepping through already. I feel like there's a portal that you're kind of stepping through as it stands, and you're getting to this fork in the road place where you're like, okay, well, what now, right? Like, how do I move forward now? What's next? And that's beautiful energy. Yeah, King of Swords, because I think that where this chaos and conflict was concerned, you're now really clear. Like you're not really questioning, you're not questioning yourself. You're not like stuck in the details. You're exceptionally clear and moving forward thusly. Like that's what I just heard. So I feel like you are definitely in a place of, I feel like you're in a place that's really ready. Like you're ready, you're poised and prepared. You've done the hard work, and this is you just stepping back into your power. Two of Pentacles, a little bit, I think, of balance may be required because of the strength of the energy, and that's the truth. And I think Justice is here to say as well that if it was a bit of a bumpy ride because of the chaos and conflict, I think that there's something that's coming much further back into balance. And this is you stepping into your truth, but it's also you stepping into... so Justice can be the... externalization of inward conflict. So I think that this could be you coming into a place of internal harmony, slightly more so. But this is also a little bit related to, how do I stand by my decisions? How do I do these things? So it could have been that there was some noise from other people, my darling Leos, that you had to kind of filter through in terms of getting to this point with this question, this burning question that you had, right? And I think that this is also a strong inner critic, right? This can show up as a very strong inner critic that makes it hard for us to be clear. But again, I'm just getting noise of other people, and you're kind of stepping through this into this new life energy, which is almost like an Ace of Pentacles vibe to me. if I'm being completely honest. Whoa. Okay. The deck, though. Holy. So on the split, we had the Emperor and the Star. So I think that there's, this is sort of the Emperor to me has represented, before I get a little excited there, sorry. The Emperor is like the order that comes from chaos. So actually, I'm going to put that here. And then we have the King of Pentacles. That came out on this side in another reading, exact order: Emperor and Knight of Pentacles, the Sun on the bottom. I'm feeling like there's something that you've been I think this is you making sense of what feels like a bit of a tower moment, but it's almost like an ongoing tower. Like, I'm very sorry for this energy, but it's like, and I'm sorry just in the sense of like I have compassion for you, but I'm just getting this sense that there was like a tower that wouldn't stop coming, right? And you were trying to figure it out, but it became such a pattern and like a cyclical thing. And when we think of chaos, that can just be indecision that really throws us into a place of feeling all kinds of ways about ourselves. And when it comes to this story that you've been telling yourself, yeah, there's the noise from other people. And I think that this is sort of I think that what's potentially happened is it's gotten you a little bit confused and turned around in terms of where it is that you're going. And that's where this fork in the road is coming from, right? There's a lot of different options that you can take. This is like big Seven of Cups energy to me. And I think that this is a lot of different stories that you can tell yourself now, because sometimes we have to shake off that core wound, right? A lot of psychologists and psychology, literatures will talk about how it's this core wounding that happens, and we have to take a step back from it and really look at what that means for us and what beliefs are now available to us as a result. And the 13 card, to be clear as well, is the Death card in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. I feel excuse me, I'm very sorry, I tried to do that away from the microphone. Ooh, bless me. So a fork in the road, I think that this is you. I really get the feeling that this is you in the driver's seat here, far more than you perhaps might think you are. Because the thing about instability in our lives, and I've experienced this certainly with relationships and in many other situations, instability often leads us to a place of feeling like we don't know our own strength, like we don't know ourselves. And sometimes, this is where you're stepping into this sense of knowing yourself again, this confidence. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, this energy of a lot of healing. And like, I think that there's more that's going to be accessible to you. So when it comes to rewriting your story, I think it's almost just, this reading is a reminder, Leo, that the story that you were telling yourself, you can let it go. Like, you don't need to hang on to it anymore. And I think that the essence of this decision for you needs to be based on you and your 9 of Pentacles, right? It needs to be based on, there's the Ace of Pentacles. I could feel it through this whole reading. It needs to be based on your emotional fulfillment, your, you feeling confident. The 9 of Pentacles is also abundance. It's like material success, and in the absence of the 9 of Cups, it could be perhaps loneliness, like it's lonely at the top, that kind of feeling. But the emotional fulfillment here tells me that it's like the integration of those two energies. The 9 of Pentacles can also represent emotional regulation in a sense as well, like, and it's this feeling that like what you output must equal, like the output, the energy that you put out has to be exchanged. Like, this is also reciprocity to me, because the 9 of Pentacles is not an energy that is overgiving or taking. It is balance, right? 9 of Cups, same thing. Emotional balance. This is also a wishes granted card too. So this is, I think, if you're asking, I just heard these together are like the answer to a quiet prayer. See, there's the Tower energy. It's on the bottom of the deck. And it's almost like this is like lurking in your subconscious, like you're waiting for the tower to fall, almost like you're waiting for the shoe to drop. So it's like this story has been inaccessible to you. Like you're waiting for something that I don't think is going to happen. It's almost like a trained response. And sometimes that can be related to things that have happened in our lives and trauma, but that can also be epigenetically related. If you're looking for a great book, a fantastic one is It Didn't Start With You by Mark Wolynn, Wolynn. It is a fantastic read. It looks at epigenetics and the transformation of our DNA through ancestral inheritances that are just beliefs, right, that are stories. So yeah, on the split, it was the Empress and the Tower before I shuffled. So I think that this is you really leaning more into love and understanding that you have the option here to choose slightly differently, and that the slight choice difference is going to lead to abundance. Yeah, and balance. And there's the Empress again. Amazing. So that's, yeah, abundance and balance. Six of Pentacles as well can also represent a certain sense of generosity. It can also, being in the position to give to others. And that's sort of what this Empress energy represents too, right? The Empress energy represents, fundamental love, and fundamental love just meaning it's Venus energy. This is also Taurus energy. So this is quite connected to your energy right now, related to the eclipses, the partial solar eclipse in Taurus on the 30th, the Libra full moon that we just had. My darling Leos, I think that this is, and I mean, you're here in your own reading, right? This is like, there's a good balance of the elements throughout this reading as well, which tells me that there's a way that you're kind of integrating knowledge so that it doesn't run away with you. I'm just going to pull a few more here. Your reading was very straightforward and flying right out of me. I'm not going to lie. My cat, what are you doing? She's letting it be known that she would like something, but I have no idea what those chirps mean. I just know they're adorable. So, Spirit, can I just get some clarifying messages here for Leo? I enjoy that she does this during the Leo readings. Like, I think I said it before, but my baby cat is like talking to the big cats, right? Five of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. High Priestess, yeah. I think that your intuition is going to play a really big role here, right? And it's very interesting to me that you have this sort of 3D, 5D duality, almost like this is like two different aspects of yourself that are going to be communicating with you, and translating fear, this Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, it's almost like fear of something happening becoming a way of being is really how I read this card. And it's like, it's sort of like this, looking at everything that's gone wrong. And I think that this is more an opportunity to clear negative blocks. And I think this is a call to regulate your fear response based on the emotional regulation here with this, like, that steady energy, right, of the Nine of Pentacles. I think that the Five of Pentacles is a call to regulate your fear response, because the Queen of Wands is here looking more at the Empress and the High Priestess. And the Queen of Wands is authenticity. That is you at your best, right? That is your, when you feel most alive. Leo, that is you when you feel most alive. And this is also about being really honest with yourself, because when you're authentic, when you're in authenticity, it's hard to lie to yourself about situations that may not be working, or to situations that are happening, or we say, oh, this didn't actually happen, it's this. Sometimes it's the benefit of the doubt that we're giving to people, but then other times we can be kind of confused as to how that's how that plays out, and it can do a number on us in terms of respecting and honoring, right? These are almost like, I'm reading this as like intuition and excellent boundaries in the sense of self and self-confidence. So it's like, this is what you're stepping into. So I almost get that the story that you're telling and retelling, and there's also counterpart energy here too, Emperor and Empress. So to me, in the context of this reading, what that says is that there's a way that it could be relationship. Yeah, like the Empress, High Priestess, and Emperor, they are relationship cards. They're more counterpart cards. The offerings are what I would be looking for. We do have the Ace of Pentacles, but it's in a row that's more related to you deciding what to do next and where to go. We have the Ace of Swords, but that's also in like the realization idea here. This is you moving through the story that you've been telling. And I'm almost getting that this is you integrating different parts of you to become the hero of your own story, Leo, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm just putting it out there. But I think this is you, not just overcoming. I think this is you, like, when people say, like, they say, like, rise like the whole damn fire. Like, I feel like that's what you're doing, Leo. And I get that image because it's like, A, your element, but B, this is you taking in all of these different messages that you've been told about yourself, the Swords energy, right? And it's a lot of court cards, like the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, which is pre-Empress energy. And then there's the King of Wands, or King of Swords, sorry. I'm almost getting that you're showing up as like the King of Wands here. Like if the King of Wands was looking back, like pulled back and looking here, this is like it's you reflecting on the journey so far. So I think that there are some lessons for you in this King of Wands energy, right? This is King of Wands energy is like a natural born leader. It's creative visualization. If nothing, like if anything was possible, what would you do? What would you do, Leo? If anything was possible related to this story that you've been telling yourself, what would you do? And then initiating that and doing it, right? But staying away from this overzealous part, the balance. 1515 was just on the time, right? There's a lot of balance cards here. 2 of Pentacles. We also have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the 9 of Pentacles, Empress, High Priestess, Emperor. These are all cards of balance, right? Queen of Wands. These are showing, the Queen of Wands can be imbalanced, but it's showing up in the upright, intuitively speaking. So I think that for you, my darling Leos, when it comes to rewriting this story, I think that you need to remember that you can do it, that you are in charge of writing this story for yourself. I feel like this is telling me, like this Ace of Pentacles with the 6 of Pentacles is like, it's almost like you're giving yourself the power back. Like it's like you're giving yourself your power back because this you're choosing, you're remembering that you can choose, what's most important to you and what is most fulfilling to you. And you're also in this power. You're integrating these 2 different parts of yourselves that is your strength, right? So I'm going to pull from the chakra deck here. I just love this reading for you, Leo. Like this is the absolute best reading that I've done for you. Like I know I'm still a new channel, new-ish, but this is excellent energy, Leo. Oh my goodness. Abundance. Yes, that's that Empress energy. Internal and external as well. Unity, right? The bringing together of these 2. So I got the unity card for the chakra, and that is the 3rd eye. Yeah, big time on the Empress and High Priestess. You are safe and possibility. Oh, I love this for you, Leo. Okay, abundance. I gather easily and effortlessly all that I need to support, nourish, and comfort me. I focus my attention upon all that I am grateful for. There is an abundance of nourishment, support, and love for me. I have. And then we have unity. I see the unity and harmony within. I'm going to do this here because this is like... these aren't necessarily polar opposite energies, but they sort of exist within you in 2 different parts. So I'm going to hold them up while I read this because I feel like I want you to really take this in. I see the unity and harmony within the polarities that I am experiencing and choose to align with the center point of balance, harmony, and love for one and all. I open to seeing with fresh eyes a more balanced perspective. The truth of this matter lies in between the polarities within which I am resonating. I unite. Yes. And then we have here, you are this again, this card, you are of the earth as you are of heaven. Allow the greatest mother of all to support and nourish you. You are provided for in all ways. You are safe. And that's the root chakra. So this could be some like big life stability things that you're sorting through right now. But Leo, you're doing fantastic with it. Like you're doing beautifully. So then we have the Miracles Now deck. So I'm going to pull from there for you, my wonderful Leos. Spirit, can I get some messages for Leo? I don't need to find my purpose. My purpose will find me. So I get the impression that there's this like, you got to let it find you. But I think that you're coming into balance where it's just going to be magnetized toward you, right? Like, when you, like, you're shining so bright, Leo, that like, you can't help it. It will find you. It will find you. But I think that you've got to remember that your only task here is to, it's that Rumi quote, right? Like your only task is to remove all of the blocks to love, or the ways that you've blocked love. And I think that applies here too, like removing the blocks to your joy and your passion. I think that is big. I can change my patterns when I change my mind about them. Yeah, there was another sign that had that as well. I think it was Gemini. Yeah, I think it was Gemini. I can change my patterns when I change my mind about them. So Leo, this is really, I think this is just gentle reminders for you, that, these strike me as more adjacent concerns that you had to the main question that you're bringing to this reading. So like, oh, well, I have this big story that I'm telling myself, but I'm really concerned about my purpose and what I'm here to do in this lifetime. And then there's also this whole like, well, how do I change these other things that are kind of like not so great, these little patterns. So it's almost like these are two adjacent things that you were worried about, and that Spirit's just here to give you that wisdom and say like, your purpose is going to find you, but when you're in this energy, and then, you can change your mind. That nothing is fixed in this life, right? We can change a lot of things. Certain things are fixed, but we can change a lot of things in service to our joy, in service to others, all of this stuff. Pucker up, buttercup. So then we have here, being fair and reasonable will earn you respect and admiration, but being genuinely kind will make you a total love magnet. Go for love magnet. I get that magnetizing energy. Yeah. Like you're drawing abundance towards you, Leo. This is a definite shift from that chaos and conflict energy that was really heavy at the start of your reading. Hubba hubba. I feel like either love's coming in for you, Leo, I swear, or you're kind of stepping more into your power and falling in love with yourself. And you're falling in love with yourself after some really hard times. So that's amazing. Hubba hubba. You know that dreamy look of deep, soulful love you've sometimes seen in the eyes of another as they gazed into your own. Expect a lot more of it. So that is beautiful energy. So that's it. Like, I feel like this is you coming together with yourself, Leo. I feel like I should just slow clap right now to your greatness. But if this reading resonated for you relative to the story you're telling yourself, Leo, or if it was of service and help, do like and subscribe. It helps me to grow this channel. 2121 was on the time. And if you want to connect with me in other ways, you can do so through the videos that I post here related to monthly energies, to daily energies, a whole bunch of different topics that we broach here on the channel. So I would love to have you there. But if this is where we part, Leo, I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night, wherever this finds you on the time-space continuum. All right, take care.